Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
We're back finally after 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
Your long vacation.
Yeah, vacation. So we went to Computex. We were at Computex, so that's why we didn't have a podcast the last couple weeks. And we were in Taiwan working with our engineering team over there as well. So we were gone for a bit, but now we're back. Thankfully,
Ready to roll.
and ready to start again. So E3 was just a couple days ago. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go.
Don't worry, I didn't either.
But it looked like a really awesome E3. But we'll talk a little bit about that later. But we do want to mention that we are giving away a product on this very live stream right here. And the way that you can win this is we will ask a question in the chat at some random time during this live stream, and the first person to answer that question correctly will win this motherboard.
There you go.
So for those of you who are looking for a new motherboard, socket 1150, make sure to get the answer has to be correct.
Yeah, there you go.
So a lot of stuff has happened in the last 2 weeks. So I think that we can switch over to here. Hopefully my browser works. There we go. Okay, so we had quite a few product launches. We had a bunch of new products to show at Computex as well. So we'll cover some of the things that happened in the last couple of weeks. Yeah. It's quite a lot. So first of all, the GTX 980 Ti launched.
Yeah.
So it has 6 gigabytes of memory. It's of course faster than the GTX 980. It offers a pretty good, actually, it's $649, but for $649 you get a pretty good price to performance value, especially if you compare it against Titan X. But Titan X does have a little bit more memory, so if you're looking for a tremendous amount of frame buffer, then Titan X may be a better choice for you. But if not, the 980 Ti is an excellent choice for gaming, even 4K gaming. You'll be hard pressed to find any application that can use more than 6 gigabytes of memory at this current moment in time. We have a few different offerings. We have a let's see. So we have a version with our ACX 2.0 plus cooling, and we also have a few water cooling versions as well. We have a hydro copper, you can see here, and we also have a hybrid card. So the hybrid card has the all-in-one cooler on it. Pretty much you plug it in and you're good to go, and it just works. And it runs around 50 degrees Celsius, so it works quite well.
It's very popular.
And then we have, of course, the hydro copper, which we worked with EK to develop. This one you'll need to have the radiator and pump, and you need to do it yourself. But we have both options here for whatever one you choose. Of course, we're going to have a classified version coming pretty soon as well that we are working on. And at Computex, we even showed a Kingpin edition, which will be our highest-end flagship. My laptop turned off here. Our highest-end flagship product that will be available very soon as well.
So we can expect it soon?
Yes.
All right.
Soonish.
For all you overclockers.
And the 980 Ti Kingpin, well, maybe we could just jump into to that right now. So at Computex, we did show, so I'm at Hardware Asylum. They are a website that the editor came to our suite at Computex. We showed him around some of the new products that we were showing, and one of which is the GTX 980 Ti Kingpin Edition. There's a picture of it there, right there. It's not 100% final, but it's actually pretty close to what the final version will look like. Let's see if there's any other. So you can see here, just like the 980 Kingpin Edition, we have a dual 8s plus a 6-pin power input, so you get a lot of power, especially for liquid nitrogen overclocking. You can also see an EVBot connector right here. And if you're not familiar with EVBot, we used to have a device. It looked like a cell phone.
Yeah.
It plugs directly into there's no other power needed in it. It plugs directly into the graphics card, and you can control some of the overclock settings from that device. So an interesting topic there as well, because we also showed off finally the Z10 keyboard, and we have a new feature that we've been working on that we showed at Computex. Basically, we took that EVBot function and integrated it onto the keyboard. So of course it's completely optional. But you have two wires that come from the keyboard. One of them goes to the USB port for the PC, of course, and then you have another wire that's optional that goes directly into a graphics card if you have a graphics card that supports this function. And so basically the keyboard has a mode you can switch it to. We haven't finalized what the name of the mode is going to be called, but think of it like EVBot mode. And once you switch it to EVBot mode on the keyboard, you can control the graphics card directly. And the great thing about that is it doesn't interface with any software, so there's really no overhead. It does everything in real time. There's no operating system requirements. So we're pretty excited about that feature, and the keyboard will be shipping probably sometime in fall, but
we're almost there.
Yeah. I know we've showed this one several times. We've made a lot of refinements and improvements to it along the way. Of course, it's fully mechanical keyboard. It has a display on the top here. Let's see if we have another picture we can show. So here's another picture. We have a display up here. Shows you a lot of your it connects through EVGA Precision and shows you a lot of your GPU vitals and frame rate, things like that.
There you go. That's good.
So in addition to that, we also showed off some new motherboards.
Yeah, the X99 refresh.
So we have a new motherboard coming. It's called the X99 Micro 2. And what it is a refreshed X99 Micro motherboard, which was one of our most popular X99 boards. We added USB 3.1 Type-C on the I/O, so it's directly on the I/O. And we added more SATA ports, and we refreshed some of the look and appearance. We also added audio isolation, so you get a little, you don't have to worry about any interference there. And we kind of changed a lot of little things here and there. We use all black capacitors. We have single-sided latching for the DIMMs now. A lot of little things like that that really add up and make it an even better product than what it was before.
It's like a cut in half classified.
Yep, it is a micro ATX motherboard, so it technically could actually support 3-way SLI, but you would need a funny SLI bridge and the single slot cards to do it. But most people will run it with 2-way SLI. By the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. We'll try to got a lot of chats in here. We'll try to keep up with them. The other thing that we showed off is Z170. So Z170 is the new motherboard line that will be shipping sometime in the very near future. And basically, it's a new socket. It's DDR4 memory. It's a completely new chipset. And of course, with the new socket and new CPU as well. So we have very similar to what we had with X99 and Z97. We'll have 3 motherboards that we're planning. The one that's in the picture here is our highest end classified product. So a lot of familiar things here. We have, like, of course, the right angle 24-pin power connector. We have full 4-way SLI support. We do that with an actual bridge chip underneath the chipset to obtain that. Creative Core 3D audio on that one as well. And then we have the FTW, which is kind of one step below that one. Still supports 2-way SLI. And then we have a mini ITX product, which will be like the Stinger type, so very, very small. But very high performance, has a single PCI Express X16.
Do we know if that one's going to have Wi-Fi or the Core 3 audio at launch?
We're still working on that. We haven't decided which one we'll have or if we'll have either of those. That's something that's still in the works. So this is kind of an early look at what we're planning for Z170.
Preview. There you go.
And we had some new. There's no picture here, but we had some new power supplies to show as well. We had some new power supplies in the Platinum line. So I think 850, 750 watt Platinum, and these are the P2 series. So which is similar to the G2 series, which is very popular power supply. And in addition to talking about power supplies, we also launched the 650 G2 and 550 G2 power supplies. So some of our most popular power supplies have been the G2 line, 750, 850, 1000, 1300. So we brought that to a lower wattage, 550 and 650 G2. Still offer excellent performance, of course, gold rated, 100% modular connectors on there. Has the eco mode function, so the fan actually shuts off when it's below a certain, I can't remember the exact temperature, but basically when you're doing anything that's not hardware intensive, the fan will turn off completely. So these are $89, $99, I believe.
Great value for gold efficiency, fully modular power supplies.
Yep, especially with and there's actually a review. I don't have it up here, but Johnny Guru, they did a review. I think he got like 9.6 out of 10. So it's a really solid product.
He usually beats them up pretty well. So
yeah, He Johnny Guru is very detailed in his reviews. There's a few out there, but Johnny Guru is one of them who, he'll look at all the components from a component level. He takes it apart, looks at all the components, and we on the G2 line we use very, very high quality components there. So what else do we have? Okay, so I think that pretty much covers everything that we showed at Computex, and 980 Ti was kind of part of that as well. Oh. And we also launched, there's so much stuff I can't even keep track of. We also launched a new version of Precision. Yep. So this one has a pretty, we've been working on this for a very long time. But we got it working, we showed it off at Computex and launched it at the same time. The big feature that this one adds is DirectX 12 OSD support. So it's one of the, if not the first application that is able to show an on-screen display on a DirectX 12 application. So there's not a lot of DirectX 12 applications today. There is 3D Mark. That's the 3D Mark API test, which is one of them. But we will be seeing a lot more DirectX 12 applications towards the end of this year and next year. DirectX 12 is a lot more efficient than all the previous APIs, and it's going to be part of Windows 10. Windows 10 is also a free upgrade for the first year, so there will be a lot of adoption to Windows 10, and therefore a lot of incentive for developers to support DirectX 12 as well. So,
and we're ready for it.
We wanted to make sure that we had full OSD support for it. So that is the main new feature that it added. There's also some other new features that we added as well. For example, the on-screen text, you can actually change the color, which you couldn't before. You can change the color to whatever you want. You can have full RGB colors controls. By default, I like white, but when you have a white game, like a game that has white, sometimes white on white you can't really see. So you can change that to whatever color you like. Somebody asked here, is DirectX 12 give quicker graphics draw if the processor is power enough to power it anyways? I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it does allow the GPU to be more efficient. Everyone always says the metal, closer to metal, basically there's less layers there, so the hardware is running closer to the game. So therefore you're able to eke more performance out of that. And not only that, you're able to relieve a lot of the bottlenecks that were present in previous APIs. So you can actually do things in terms of graphics or gaming that you were not able to do before. They just were not playable. And I think there's a lot of good examples of that. The 3D Mark API test is one. There's also another test called Star Swarm. I think Anantech did some testing on this. They tested a DirectX. Basically, the DirectX 11 path is unplayable, and DirectX 12 is, significantly higher frame rate. So, okay, so I think that pretty much covers everything that we had to show at Computex. We have some other things going on as well. We just launched a Father's Day sale for this weekend, and we have a lot of products, really great deals on a lot of them here. Some power supplies, graphics cards.
You had 980s, 970s, 960s. You can go older gen. A lot of great deals going on right now.
Yep, so here's an example of 210 for $20. So there's a lot of great deals on this, but they are only available while the supplies last. So if you really want a great deal on a card, I would check this page out as soon as you can.
Or if you're looking for that second Titan finally for SLI, it's on there.
Yeah, I do want to know that these are considered EVGA B stock products, but it gives you a disclaimer there about the B stock. They have a 1-year warranty as well. Of course, the EVGA, still the full EVGA warranty for 1 year. And then we also have so we're giving away that motherboard today, but we have another way to win motherboards if you do not win
more
today.
than just motherboards. We're giving away a 980 Ti in this giveaway too. It's strictly social media, Facebook, Twitter, and I believe. Yeah, there we go. There's the 980 Ti that you have a chance to win. There's 11 days left, as you can see. We got combos going with X99 motherboards and Intel 730 SSDs. There's a Supernova 1000 G1 power supply on there, and then a couple of mice. And all you got to do is log into that widget and enter, and it's completely global, so US, Europe, Latin America, wherever you're at, you can enter and you got a chance to win. So
I have one question here from Foul Play 2. He asked if there's any plans, what are the plans for 980 Ti hybrid availability? So we've had a lot of demand for the hybrid cards that we have not been able to fulfill yet, just because of the incredible demand for 980 Ti, and Titan X. However, starting next week, we're going to start getting a lot more supply of those. So next week we have a pretty decent sized batch coming in. Of course, still relatively limited, so I would make sure to keep your eyes on EVGA.com if you want one of those, or Amazon or Newegg as well. And then we also have another giveaway here.
yeah, it's our EVGA gaming giveaway for the X10 mouse. This one we have 5 that we're giving out, so 5 lucky people have a chance to win. And all you got to do is leave a comment on the page, and then tweet at us at EVGA Gaming with the hashtag that's on the page, and you're entered for a chance to win. So I mean, we 5 mice. We got the X99 giveaway, Z97.
A lot of ways to win here. And then, of course, there's an anniversary event coming up as well, right? July?
Soon.
Very soon.
Soon.
So I'm sure there'll be other things to announce very soon as well.
Yeah, this is going to be...
All right, so we have a lot to talk about E3. But before we talk about E3, we have a game here.
And it's not Mortal Kombat.
It's not Mortal Kombat. Unfortunately, it's not Mortal Kombat. So let me just switch over here. So this game is called Road Redemption. And I don't know, have you ever played the game called Road Rash?
I've never even heard of this game.
Okay, so basically this is the game in early access. So Steam had a summer sale a couple days ago, right? This is part of the summer sale. You can get it for like $11 or something. So we'll just do one player here first. So there's a game called... There was an old game called Road Rash, and what it was is a motorcycle game, but you could also had like melee attacks and like weapons. So again, this is early access, so a lot of it's not final. Of course, there's going to be bugs and things like that, but you can kind of get an idea of what it is here. So I think like the actual levels are randomized. Okay, so sometimes it's at night, sometimes it's at day. So see, you can... Whoops. So you can hit, and there's also other weapons you can pick up. I'm not sure how you pick those up yet. I think you get it by hitting people.
I think you need to drive on the street first.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh!
I'm not very good at this game. I don't play too much of it. So it actually does have local multiplayer, it's split screen. Maybe we can try some of that.
And now you have a pipe wrench.
Oh yeah, see my weapons down there? I can switch between them. Oops.
And if you hold your attack, you'll crit.
Yeah, right. Ooh, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so apparently there's cops too.
And now you have...
I don't suggest doing any of this in real life. Oops, I'm doing better this time than I think I've ever done in this mode. Basically, at least in this mode, you go... Oh no! So you go until you die, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, still alive. Oh, so you hold it. Okay. Alright, I get this.
Unless the cop kicks you off again.
Oh, I didn't do too good, but at least I got to the end. Alright, so you ready to try this?
Let's give it a shot.
Alright, I think you have to use this one. I actually have to use the keyboard. So let's see if I can hit you here. Oh, look at this. I can get an Uzi. Well, let's start over first here so we can stay on single player mode. Yeah, Master said it looks like Road Rash. It is it's basically Road Rash, but new. That one, yeah. Okay, I think we got it. Let's see. Probably this one. You don't get to pick your guy, I
guess not.
Okay. Oh, I don't remember the keyboard for kicking and stuff. Okay.
Oh. On the bottom.
This one?
But this is
That's camera.
oh, there you go. All right.
Oh, come on, you can't see you. Oh man! Whoa, jeez. So of course this game is not a motorcycle simulator by any means, but it's kind of a fun. Oh man!
Wow. That was like a fatality.
Yeah, well you're still going, so there's like a handbrake as well, but oh jeez, I'm supposed to hit the back of cars like that. Is that you?
No.
Are you flying?
Gee, I guess.
Oh no! Where are you?
Just still got a cop.
I think I just had a head-on collision. I'm still going.
I got a cone inside of me. There we go.
Whoops. Note to self: don't try to look at the other screen while you're going.
Screen looker.
So are you like in front of me or something? How
Maybe.
can I tell where you are?
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I ended inside of a taxi.
Alright, so kind of fun. That's Road Redemption. Oh, should we try this with an AK-47?
There you go.
Alright, let's try this one more time. I need to see how this works. Oops, I lost our chat on here. So who has the AK-47?
I do. Oh! Wait, hold on. I think there's Jacob.
Do I have that too? Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. I have no idea how to shoot.
I'm already out of ammo.
I'm really not sure how to shoot my gun. Shift? No. Tap? Tap? Okay. Does that mean I'm dead? Well, so much for me. That didn't last very long. So how do you see how much ammo you have?
I don't. It just my weapon disappeared.
Oh, so okay, your health is at the top left. You can switch weapons by using the D-pad. See how you have the...
Yeah. I'm still going.
Pretty good.
Oh! They hit me with a shovel.
Alright, well, at least you got farther than I did.
I was still rolling.
Alright, let me see if I can... We lost our Twitch chat here, so let me see if I can get this back.
We can't have these type of technical difficulties.
Alright, I think we're back. Alright. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Hey, I won twice. I'm good.
Yeah, you did a lot better. I think we need to go back to Mortal Kombat. Alright, so what else we have? So E3. Let me turn my notebook back on here.
The E3 goodness.
So I didn't get a chance to go to E3 this year, unfortunately. But I think it was one of the best E3s in terms of game announcements, at least games that I'm interested in, that there has been in a long time. Oops. So we have, there was Tomb Raider, right? A new Tomb Raider, a new Hitman game. There's, of course, a new Deus Ex game as well, which I'm really excited about. All three of those.
Doom.
New Doom as well. I mean, there's so many. And Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, that looked amazing.
Star Wars Battlefront looks really great.
Batman,
which launches in like a few days, isn't it?
Yeah, they put out the new trailer, which I can't wait for that game. I'm definitely getting it.
There was Fallout 4 as well.
Mass Effect was.
So, I don't know. It's going to be a very busy fall, I think, for a lot of gamers. Yeah, a lot of these games are coming out in fall. Like Hitman's coming out in fall.
Mm-hmm.
I think Deus Ex is coming out in fall as well.
Somebody just did a Batman emoji.
So Batman comes out in like a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Doom. I can't remember. I think it's maybe next year. And a Final Fantasy VII remake as well, like Foul Play 2 said.
I was actually happy about the Nintendo announcements too. New Zelda game.
Right, they have a new Zelda game. They have there's a new Star Fox game.
You see, Star Fox Zero, I think it's called, a new Metroid,
and a Mario Maker game as well. Yeah, this is going to be a busy year for gaming, and next year too. So.
Yeah, that's true. The StarCraft 2 prologue, which is going to be free for Legacy of the Void players or purchasers, and it's 3 mini missions. It's going to bridge the gap between Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void, and being the Blizzard fan I am, I'm definitely getting that as well. So. And
there's a lot of really good looking indie titles as well, or like kind of indie title looking as well, which I think look really interesting as well. Not only from EA announced, I can't remember the name of the game, but it's a where you are like a guy made of. If anyone remembers it, please put it in chat. But you're a guy made out of yarn, and you use the yarn to like attach to objects and solve puzzles. But it,
you're not talking about the Ghostbusters puzzle game, are you?
There's a Ghostbusters.
There
puzzle
was,
game?
yeah.
I did not even know that. Puzzle like what kind of puzzle game?
I didn't see the video of it, but there's some pictures on it, and they had the Ecto 1 out on display.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'll have to look at that. But also, these games are really great looking. Of course, a lot of them are using Frostbite engine. A lot of the EA titles use... Oh, there's a new Need for Speed as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many games. I can't even remember them all. Of course, a lot of the EA titles are using Frostbite engine, which looks great. I think that probably a lot of those will end up supporting DirectX 12 as well. And then, of course, Unreal Engine stuff is looking really good as well. So... Yeah, Unravel. Unravel is the game that I was thinking of. So. Looks really cool. Yeah, so hopefully I can go next year. But actually watching from home, like in recent years, with streaming and everything, you can actually get probably a lot more information by watching it at home than actually going. Just because there's a lot less crowds and people, and you can see a lot of the footage that you wouldn't be able to see if you're actually there.
Yeah, I heard
but it is a cool event to go to if you get the chance.
I heard if you didn't have a fast pass, it was a 4-hour wait.
They have fast passes now, like Disneyland style?
Exactly. They have the Disneyland fast passes and lines.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I remember like some of the big titles. I think are probably like 4 or 5 hour wait. So basically the whole day, to see it. But there's a lot of really cool games coming that I'm really looking forward to. Out of all these, if you had to narrow it down to one, which one would you?
Batman.
Okay, so you're in luck then. It's launching in.
I know.
So outside of Batman, out of the ones that were specifically shown as like upcoming titles,
StarCraft.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I don't know. There's Deus Ex, Hitman, Battlefront.
Oh yeah, Battlefront.
I think all of them on the list I'm really looking forward to, but especially, I'm a pretty big Hitman fan, going back all the way to Hitman 1, and I really like a lot of the things that they talked about, that they're kind of going back to the original style, more open, not necessarily open world, but like open level. Like you can solve the mission in a variety of different ways, which was kind of a staple of like Hitman 1 and 2, which were my favorite in the series.
Yeah, Battlefront's gonna be pretty good. They showed the multiplayer gameplay on Hoth, and at the end you got Luke and Darth meeting up. So I wonder how that's gonna play.
I'm interested to see how that actually works in the course of gameplay.
It's like, do you get to take them over as a player, or is it just
like
bots?
one person gets to be that? Or, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things to really look forward on that. Okay, I think.
Question time.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's time to give that away. So what we're gonna do is type a question in the chat here. Apologies for my loud mechanical keyboard here.
Sorry, I swapped you out while you were gone.
Okay, so I'm just going to put it in the chat here. Does that look right?
Yeah.
All right, first person to answer this correctly will win the motherboard.
Oh, there you go. First person on there.
So first person with no name.
Oh,
there
it's a white
It's
droid.
an invisible name. All right. Droid Insanity. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
So, Droid Insanity, you are the winner. So, please email. It's I1.
There you go.
So, please email I1@evga.com, and we'll make sure to hook you up. For those of you who didn't win, like we said earlier on, there's a lot of ways to win EVGA products, and of course, hopefully, we'll be back again next week with another way to win as well. So,
maybe a different game.
Yeah, maybe Mortal Kombat.
Oh, God. You gotta feel better about yourself.
Well, I think that covers everything, right?
Yeah.
So thanks again for watching, guys. I'm sorry we had a few week hiatus there, but we are back, and hopefully we'll be back again next week with another show and something to give away and new stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. Always giveaways. Summer giveaways.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.